Hi everyone, and welcome to another segment of Conversations with. Today I am with an artist by the name of Dominique Octave.
Hello! Yeah,
why music? How did you get into music, and why is music the means through which you choose to express yourself?
I think it's because it's always been a part of me. Like my last name is Octave and my uncle's a musician, so
that's actually your surname, because I wasn't sure.
Government name.
Government name, okay.
It's my government name.
Yeah.
So growing up, I always looked up to my uncle. And then I went to music school. I did piano and trumpet when I was in primary school. Carried on, and then now we're here. I just love it as a bass, and I always felt like the odd one out. I used to love Neo Soul growing up, but that was I used to love it. Like I used to seek out specifically at Neo Soul stuff. So back in the day, Jill Scott albums and things like that. Back in year 7, no one's really listening to that.
No, not at all.
But I loved it. So.
I'd be bumping Earth and Fire, all of my school fun, everything. Whilst everyone else was listening to Rihanna. I mean, I love those artists, but still, I was listening to a lot of old school neo soul, R&B,
and even that demo tracks that Rihanna did do back in the day. They were so cool. I used to seek them kind of things out.
Okay, interesting.
So I just love music as it's a feel good factor, and then. Just went kind of fell into making it because I loved it so much.
Did you carry on with the trumpet?
I did. I still have my trumpet today. I just don't get to practice as much as I'd like to. So
obviously I love the sound of wind instruments, but I don't think I could ever play one because you have to get your breathing right.
Breathing
has to be A1, lips,
mouth.
Yeah, too much effort for me. You have an EP that you released at the beginning of this year called Adore You. What was the inspiration behind the EP as a whole?
I think it all started off with my love for God. I think that's the
that
foundation.
Was evident. Sorry to interject all that.
No.
As soon as I heard the first maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, I could feel the spirit. And I think I'm not necessarily in touch with my faith in the way that I used to be. But I was just okay, though, this girl's definitely...
Well, that's so beautiful.
Definitely there.
That's so beautiful.
Sorry, carry on. So your love for God.
So I literally started off with my love for God. It came about years and years ago, and I was doing my undergrad at law school. And I remember I was listening to a song, and then I had to stop the song because these lyrics came into my head, and I was I really adore you. And it just came, and from there it never left me. So it started off with that song.
Okay.
And that's why basically I called it that, and I think everything flowed from there basically, because it kind of flowed from loving God to being able to love yourself, to be able to love others.
Love other people.
So it's like a whole circle, and God is loving it. So
because I feel with the EP you talk about obviously your love for God, but it also seems like you do talk about love in the romantic sense as well, and just love as a whole. So was that intentional in your writing with other songs too?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely thought about how I can, because Adore You as a theme, I was okay, how can I expand that to kind of make a story and make it relevant to what's happening with me at the moment, if that makes sense. So then things that I went through in a romantic sense, and even anxiety and learning to love myself, that's a whole process that I'm still going through. So I had to, I think one of my main things is just to be real. And
keep it 100.
Keep it 100. Because that's what the world is crying out for now. I think there's so much face people trying to say face, but I'm just want to keep it real and just hopefully inspire.
Because I feel even on the first track where you're talking in the beginning, it's obvious that you're talking about authenticity and not trying to compare yourself to other people, and just basically embracing your God-given gifts, because that's what sets you apart. So I just really like that you have a message in your music.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So who or what are your musical influences?
Ooh, I have so many.
Listen, we've got time. We have plenty of time.
And they're probably gonna escape my brain now, but there's so many. So I grew up in gospel music. So
did you grow up in church?
Yeah. So Uncle Kirk Franklin, Donnie
McClurkin,
Marvin Sapp, Mary Berry, Kim Burrell, the Clark sisters, Fred Hammond. And then moving on from there, going on to like more neo-soul-y kind of people. Like, I don't know if you remember like Men of Standard.
No.
So
Let me write that down.
so they formed the group. It had Ruben, what's his name?
Stoddard.
Yeah, Ruben.
Ah, okay.
Ruben Stoddard. And yeah, they formed the group.
Okay.
And it was awesome. And then kind of moving over to like the new gospel with the Wolves group. Names escape me right now. Tori K just dropped a gospel album. I love her.
I don't know any current gospel artists. I'm still stuck in my old school.
So am I. So I have to like try and keep current, if that makes sense. But the more like most I listen to music I listen to now is like jazz. So like Robert Glasper, Christian Scott, Terrace Martin, Esperanza Spalding, like neo soul, Jill Scott, Erica.
I was just listening to her on the way here as well, actually.
It's just it's soul food, that kind of music. So like that's like my home, I think. And I love I used to love or still do love like Soul Action. That kind of vibe.
You know they're coming in July.
I'm ready.
I need to get tickets. I need to get tickets. So my favourite songs, I mean I love the whole EP, but I definitely love Oh My.
One of my favourites as well.
That is just especially the chorus, it just warms you up. So yeah, what was the inspiration behind that? What was the creative process of that song? Because I know it's produced by Adrian McLeod.
Yep.
And he features on the song as well. So yeah, what was the... So
it's produced by Adrian, and then the male feature is Emmanuel A.L.E.
Ah, my bad.
Yeah. So it kind of started, again, like I usually start my writing process like on keyboard by myself, and I came up with just the chords in the chorus. And then I guys like, oh, you should I like the stars? And then I was just like, yes, I like this. So I like this vibe, like, and then it started. I had like a writing block for like 2 years. No lie. I think I started that song and it sat in my voice notes for ages. And when I decided that I wanted to do an EP, I was like, hold on, there's a song that I loved but I never finished. So I went back to that song, and it was so fitting with what's going on right now. And it's again talking about like love and the beauty in people, and it was and what Emmanuel brought to the song is he literally comes in with these warm harmonies, his ridiculous tone,
because it's just like
oh,
I just want to melt. I just want to melt.
I was like to him, like I think I met him and I was like, I have a song for you
specifically
that we need to do together because like I really just wanted one. And he literally one day he came here, we recorded like his parts, and it was
effortless.
It was so effortless. It was so easy. It was so fun. It was one of the most fun songs to make actually.
And then what about Lately? Because I definitely put that in one of my playlists. I really liked that one as well.
So Lately came about by this producer KZ. He reached out to me and I was like, oh, let's do a song together. I was like, yeah, let's do a song together. And so we just literally sat down. He was producing while I was like sitting back writing. Then it happened that song happened really quickly. Like it probably happened again like in a couple of sessions. And we start having good like working chemistry. So like, and he is a super producer. Like he's one of them producers that's like, alright, I've got a beat, I've got this, I've got that, and then it's just done. The song came together and I was like, I heard it, I was like, So, it just came together and it was like, really, really cool. Really cool.
Okay, so who are your top 5 favourite artists? Either of all time or, who you're vibing with currently. But no, I'll say of all time, who's your top 5? It's a difficult question, I know, but it has to be asked. As in, because when I think of this question, it's a matter of if I hadn't come across this artist's music, I wouldn't be who I am today, or I wouldn't be musically where I'm at today.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Alright, cool. Uncle Kirk.
Kirk Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha? Okay.
I love her so much. Nina Simone. My hip hop one would be A Tribe Called Quest.
Okay, yeah.
And Dilla.
Dilla! Interesting!
It's like a mix of like gospel soul, but really cool.
Interesting
really
top
weird.
five.
Yeah, I had to like try and think of
that's cool.
genres.
That's cool. I dig that. Where do you see yourself artistically in 5 years, or like what's your goals?
So I want to be qualified as a music lawyer. So hopefully.
Okay, I see where the law and the music is coming together. Yeah.
I really, really want to qualify as a music lawyer or entertainment lawyer. It's quite niche. But
so would you kind of go into like the royalties aspects of things, or like contracts, like
so it involves all of that really, and having just a really in-depth knowledge of like copyright law and like just technical skills and like drafting, as well as just knowing the industry, music industry and wider as well. I won't just stick to music, but I would love to specialise in music. That. But yeah, that's basically what involves all kinds of things you can think with in music and business and how to make money in it. There's going to be a lawyer, some kind of advising you. So I want that person to meet me.
That's smart, very smart. I like that. I like that a lot. And then what about you as an artist, as Dominique Octave?
I would love to just do more live things and write and then go away and do like live sessions, live gigs, like travel and be able to do live music. That's my goal.
That's the goal.
To be able to because everyone has a hobby.
Yes.
I'm making it my life's mission to make it possible to be a lawyer and an artist.
Yeah. To
be able to tour, do things, write and stuff, still bring out music, and then a big part of my work will be trying to help and mentor youth and things like that as well. And
high five, sis. Go ahead. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, kind of onto the vinyl element. Do you have any records yourself, or do you have any memories associated with records?
I don't. In my granddad's house back in the day, he used to
always the grandparents.
Yeah.
Always the grandparents.
Yeah.
With the records.
It's fizzled out in our house. We have a really vast CD collection.
That's cool though. Physical copies. I don't know. I'm a bit of a neek, obviously, because I just feel like having a physical copy is not the same. I love streaming services. It's made my life so much easier. It's the best thing since sliced bread. But having a physical copy, you get to read the sleeves.
I know
the production credits, everything.
The writing credits, getting know everything. I love it. I remember, I think the first ever MP3 I ever listened to was Usher. I think it was the Confessions album when it came out, and I put it as the first album I put on my iPod. But prior to that, my experience with CDs, my mum my dad would bring back CDs. I remember reading Christina Aguilera Stripped. Reading all the writing credits. I just loved it. He had this booklet. In the sleeve. and
it's you actually own it. I forgot to ask you this one. What comes first for you usually, the music or the lyrics? Because it seems that you kind of interchange between the two. Your inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. Depends. Sometimes lyrics will come to me and I'll build on that, and then I'll go to my keyboard. Or sometimes I'll just sit on my keyboard and figure out some chords or some things that I like, and then I'll go from there. But it depends. But I think more, I say 60% of the times, I like to sit down and write on my keyboard. Yeah.
Do you get inspiration just randomly, or sometimes do you sit down and think to yourself, okay, I'm gonna write a song? And
I actually get inspiration randomly. I get inspiration when I'm deep studying. My mind just
your mind goes elsewhere. That is literally me.
I just stress and and I have to stop what I'm doing because I'm no.
That is literally me. I'll be trying to read up on Aristotle or something. My mind is thinking about something completely irrelevant,
Yeah, I have to do I have to set aside time for writing, but then some my best writing comes in when I'm doing something completely.
And that's what's so jarring, because it's when I actually set aside the time, that's when I want the creativity to flow, but it never happens. Never. So how have you managed to balance your doing your degree, doing your masters, doing your creativity, and then just any other responsibilities? How? I think
that's the toughest part.
Yeah.
I find that I get fatigued extremely quickly.
Same.
And like just mentally and physically, and I'm just like,
especially because of what you study. Like what I study is hard, but I couldn't imagine doing law.
But
so you guys probably have to know the law. Like it's not just like reading about concepts and stuff. Like you've got to know it.
It's more like at this stage, like the legal practice course is more like applying, like it's more application skills, so it's analysis skills and things like that. And I just find it really hard like to be at uni because mentally where I'm at is like I've got this EP and I need to promote it, I need to do this. Yeah. So every time I go to uni, like flips it. Dragging my suitcase full of all my books, like
it's getting in the way.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. But I know that I have to dedicate my time to it because A, it costs 16 grand. B, it's just a stepping stone to where I need to be. I can't qualify as lawyer. That's like as part of my steps without it. So it's really tough.
16K. This government. Let me not even start. Let me not even start. This government peace.
Like it's insane.
Is your because you're doing law? Is it a year course or is it longer?
So I did it part time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As to like spread out the cost over 2 years, like keep it 100. Like because like it's, and then actually if you do a master's, the government do give you some kind of loan.
Oh, okay.
So like
they help you out.
They do help you out. Yeah. So mine's across 2 years. Okay. So which has been tough because like first year basically I was recording the EP and then this year now it's just the EP's out there and I just feel like I'm not doing the best I can in terms of like marketing it and doing things. Even though I'm here with you right now, it just feels like you need a whole team behind you.
1000%.
You need a marketing team. You need people to go out, like, because it's all good emailing people, but sometimes you need to be out there. You need to be going to like events and like meeting people, connecting people in person. Like, so it's really hard.
Is that I guess you could say that's your primary struggle as an independent artist?
Exactly, yeah. Because I know I feel like no one really understands like the struggle of like just like mentally and physically
and spiritually
and spiritually it takes like everything within you to act, like just go to work in the morning to get through your work day. Like, okay, got through my work day, now let me go home and put like a shift in of studying and then let me make sure I send at least 2 emails like, and that's every day. And like that's not counting the times where you want to like work out or cook your meals. Like, it's just like
and you literally just feel like you don't have time for anything like at all.
Exactly.
And I think especially at our age, because we're in our 20s, like every single person's trying to get their life together and sort things out and pursue your dreams, whatever those dreams are. So it's a very chaotic time period, but we will get through it.
We will get through. When we're in our 30s
literally
and beyond, we'll be moonwalking.
Exactly.
And gotta give yourself credit for making those steps. Like, trust me, it's not easy. You can't be hard down on yourself.
You can't. I really do think like where I've spoken to other independent artists or other friends of mine that I know make music, like I try to encourage them and be like, yo, you're doing everything yourself. Like even just this music thing, most people would have a team. So you're trying to do everything, the marketing, the creating of the music, the promotion, all of it. That's a lot, as well as just living your life and going through normal day-to-day struggles and responsibilities. Like it's a lot for one person. So if you need a break from the music or if you're not pushing things as much, don't beat up on yourself.
No, you can't.
Like even for me, like last year I really didn't blog. The last blog that I did was in like June. Wow. And then the rest of the year I didn't do anything. Okay. I just wasn't in the space to.
Okay. Fair. I'll use uni
life. Just, I guess I had writer's block and creative block.
And it happens.
It happens. And I think as creative individuals that we have to like give ourselves that space to just flow with things and honor the spaces that we're in, even if that's a bit of a drought. Because we've got real life to deal with.
So true.
You're getting a whole master's. Masters is a big deal.
A whole thing,
A whole thing. So if you gotta take a break sometimes, don't worry. But getting your music out there, there's people that know about it, and it's a good piece of work, so you don't ever have to worry.
Thank you.
It's there. It's there for people. It's out there.
It's out there in the ether.
Exactly. So people will come across it, and I think that's the mentality to have for sure.
For real.
What memories do you want to create in your listeners, or what messages do you want to leave behind?
I think a message of everything we've been talking about today is about self-belief, about loving yourself, channeling a love for God through yourself. Because if you can't find that, and if you're looking at yourself and you're like, nah, it's not, I can't do this, or this isn't me, you know, and look at yourself through God's lens, because you're perfect and beautiful, wonderfully made. So I just want to promote a message that you can do anything you put your mind to, that God's love is available, and love yourself, be yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Make it happen, because it's well within your grasp. That's it, really.
Hugs.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This has been so much fun.